Hey guys, before the video starts, I just want to say that this video has been sponsored by myself because no one wants to sponsor the Yandere, man. Anyways, you'll have the chance to win a $15 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a free 30-day Amazon Prime trial using my affiliate links in the description of my videos below. Of course, you can cancel your Prime membership if you don't win, but before that, I would probably take advantage of that sweet free shipping to get that waffle figure you always wanted. Just saying. But if you do end up winning, which I will be announcing the winner on my next live stream, you pretty much get $15 plus free shipping on anything you want from Amazon's website. After you finish signing up, make sure to come back to the video and leave a comment that you did. And that's it. I want to thank everyone who's been really supportive of the series and my content in general. And without further ado, here's episode 11 part 4. Last time on Yandere stories. I wanted to ask you this.
Huh? What is it?
Where's your parents?
They won't be home for another 5 months.
Wait, 5 months? Why so long?
They're busy with overseas affairs. I only get to see them a couple times a year. Honestly, it's not that bad. I have my stuffed animals in my room, and the maids to talk to sometimes.
It must be really lonely for her as well. Who knows how long it's been since she last talked to another person like this. After a couple of minutes, I finally finished eating my lunch along with 𝐉𝐼𝐾𝐽𝐿. I then glanced at her for a response. Well?
Fine. Since you don't work today, I was wondering if you maybe, wanted to hang out after school or something?
That's it?
Yeah.
That's fine, I guess.
All I wanted was a true friend who isn't after me for my parents' wealth. A friend who accepts me for me, not for what I have. That's all I really want. But it's okay. I have you now.
I turned around to see who was calling me. Sanai? What are you doing here?
I should be asking you that.
This is
𝐉𝐼𝐾𝐽𝐿, right? I've heard about you. It's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Senpai.
I never really expected to run into my old soccer team manager, let alone being called out by her in public nonchalantly. Ever since the incident, we slowly grew apart and stopped talking to each other. I honestly don't blame her. If she kept talking to me, she would have had rumors spreading, tarnishing her reputation. Although, as she approached 𝐉𝐼𝐾𝐽𝐿 and I, she didn't seem hesitant nor afraid of being around me. Is it because 𝐉𝐼𝐾𝐽𝐿 was with me, nullifying my image as a delinquent? Who knows? But what I do know is that, for some reason, she isn't afraid of talking to me anymore. I felt a bit relieved that someone aside from 𝐉𝐼𝐾𝐽𝐿 is willing to give in the effort of approaching me regardless of my social status as a delinquent. But I wonder how long that would last.
So what are you doing hanging out with someone like Yuji? Is his face so terrifying that you were too scared to say no?
Hey, why do you have to call me out like that?
I'm kidding. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's not like this is anything new.
Yeah, I guess.
What do you mean, you guess? We used to mess around like this all the time last year. Those were fun times. Although, this year is kind of lonely without you on the team.
Well, things happened, so...
Yeah, I know. Anyways, I should probably get going. I don't want to bother you two on your little date.
It's not what...
See ya!
You think... There she goes. Jeez.
Well, you two seemed a bit friendly.
Yeah, she was the soccer team's manager when I was on the team. If I remember correctly, I think she's still the current soccer manager.
Ah, I see.
I never imagined I'd run into her here. Usually she's too busy with the team to do anything like this after school. She must have had a day off or something.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I guess. Anyways, let's get going, Megami.
Okay.
Megami and I made our way back to the school's gates. We waited for her personal chauffeur to arrive to take her home. She looked very satisfied along the way. I guess it was a good thing that we hanged out today. I wonder if this would turn out to be a frequent thing we would do from now on. Either way, if it doesn't get in the way of my job, then I don't mind the company. After a couple of minutes of waiting, Megami's chauffeur arrived.
Looks like my ride's here. Thanks for today, Yuji. It made me really happy that I got the chance to spend the afternoon with you.
Hey, come on, it's not a big deal. I just hope I don't bore you with us going to the arcade and stuff.
No way! I loved seeing you having fun playing games.
Really? Well, you're welcome.
I hope we'll get to do this again sometime soon.
Yeah, you bet.
Well, bye. I'll see you tomorrow at school then.
Alright, see ya. And just like that, the day ended with us saying our goodbyes. This day actually turned out to be pretty interesting. I guess it's because someone I knew talked to me for the first time in a long time. I wonder if that's just a one-time occurrence. Or maybe we'll end up talking again. But from a social standpoint, it wouldn't be a good idea to be seen with me in public, especially at school. The next day arrived, and I went through my daily routine to get ready for school. I walked to school like I would normally do, but this time something was different. As I approached the lockers located at the front entrance of the building, I suddenly heard a familiar voice followed by a greeting.
Good morning. Oh geez, you look awful! What's up with that bedhead?
I quickly turned around to see who it was. It was too early to be pissed off, so I was planning on giving them a death glare, cause that usually does the job. What was that? Sanai?
Yep, the one and only.
What are you doing?
Well, let's see. I was just giving my fellow classmate a proper greeting like normal people do.
No, not that. I mean, why are you talking to me? You know about the situation I'm in, right?
Yeah, and your point is?
My point is that you should—
Good morning, Yuji.
Oh, Megami! Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you usually stop by in the morning to see Yuji?
No, my locker is a couple lockers down from his.
Ah, that makes sense.
Don't get the wrong idea, Sanai.
Who said I was getting the wrong idea?
Never mind.
You sly dog. I'll leave you both be. I'll talk to you later, Yuji. Bye, Megami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See ya.
bye.
I looked over at Megami. She didn't seem too thrilled right now. I wonder what's bugging her. Did something happen to her on the way to school? I should probably stop speculating and just ask her directly. Hey, Megami? Are you feeling alright?
Yeah, of course.
And with a smile, she went back to normal. It was kind of odd, to be frank. I wonder if she's a bipolar or something. But after a couple of seconds of thinking about it, I decided to just scrap the idea, since it really doesn't have any relevance now. Alright, if you say so. After a couple of minutes of getting my stuff together, like putting on my school shoes, Megami and I headed towards our classes. We said our goodbyes as we parted ways. School resumed as usual with no noticeable changes. I gradually started to get hungry after each class period, so my anticipation for lunch grew more intensely. Slowly but surely the lunch bell rang, and I quickly rushed to get the usual vending machine bread and drink. I was suddenly stopped in my tracks by Megami, who alarmingly was trying to get my attention from behind.
Yuji, wait!
Huh? Is that Megami? I turned around, wondering what Megami needed from me during this crucial time of the day. We usually would meet up at the roof, but this time, she caught me beforehand.
Please hold on a second, Yuji!
What is it?
I actually made a bento for you.
Really? You didn't have to do that.
No, I wanted to! Plus, eating all that vending machine food is really bad for your health.
Since when was my health a big concern of yours?
You big idiot! Just take it, okay?
Okay, fine.
Let's go.
Guess I have no choice. 𝐉𝐚𝐴 went on ahead to our spot where we would have lunch together. I followed from behind. We both had a routine when it came to lunch. We would just sit there quietly until one of us finished our lunches, then do whatever. Usually 𝐉𝐴 would just sit there and read a book while I, on the other hand, would take my nap until the bell rang. But for some reason, it felt like this time around it would be different.
I hope you enjoyed the bento I made.
Yeah, it was good, thanks. 𝐉𝐴 started to stare at me very closely as though she was examining something on my face. Why are you staring at me like that? Is there something wrong?
Huh? Yeah, you have pieces of rice on your face.
I was a little embarrassed when she told me that, so I tried to wipe my face with a little handkerchief I had in my back pocket. Did I get it?
No, you still have some here.
𝐉𝐴 reached over with her right hand and picked off the leftover pieces of rice that I missed with my handkerchief. As she did, she slowly moved a little closer to me. My heart started to race a little bit, but I tried to keep my composure. What only took seconds for her felt like hours to me.
There we go. All done.
Thanks, 𝐉𝐴.
My pleasure.
She suddenly realized how close she was to me and then quickly moved away.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Hey, Yuji? I want...
Oh, I guess we better get going.
Yeah.
We both departed from our regular spot without another word and made our way to our classrooms. As usual, classes resumed while I was spaced out thinking about what just happened these past few days. It was hard to believe that an old friend of mine started talking to me again. It felt like time was rewinding itself back to the days when everything was normal for me. But obviously, it was too good to be true since the other students at this school still look at me like an animal. Some time passed and it was that time of the day again. Time for me to head home. Luckily, I didn't have work today, so I could just lay back and relax while catching up on some shows on TV. I started to pack up my bag and headed straight to my locker. After approaching my locker and changing my shoes, I heard my name being called out by a familiar voice.
Yuji! There you are!
Sanai? I was surprised that she would call me out like that in public. But considering that she straight up talked to me this morning, that surprise has slowly started to dwindle. I still wasn't used to the idea of her casually talking to me, but I went along with it regardless. So is there something you wanted from me?
What's with that response? You should be honored that a girl such as myself is even talking to you.
Alright then, bye.
Hey! Wait! I was just kidding. Jeez. You should lighten up a bit, Yuji.
Well then what?
Fine. This is out of nowhere, but can I ask you for a favor?
Depends on the favor.
Well, I was hoping you could help me out with putting equipment back into the storage shed.
Why don't you just ask one of the guys on the soccer team to help?
Well, you see, they all kind of went home early.
Seriously? They left you with cleaning up? Those assholes.
Can't be helped.
I guess I have no choice then. Fine, I'll help you.
Awesome! Thanks a bunch, Yuji!
Yeah, don't mention it. Instead of getting my things packed up and ready, I did the exact opposite. I never anticipated for my plans of a relaxing afternoon to fall through. That's Sanai for you, I guess. She's always been hyperactive ever since I could remember. It felt like ages ago, but it's only been a year and a half since we first met each other. I guess it's because we both talked a lot during our first year of being on the same soccer team.
Yuji, are you done yet?
Come on, don't rush me. Let me put on my sneakers.
Fine. I'll go on ahead and meet you by the field.
Alright. Sanai left while I was sitting on the floor trying to tie my shoes. I didn't want to get my school shoes dirty, so I decided on my gym sneakers instead. It only took me about 2 minutes to get them on, but I guess 2 minutes was enough for Sanai to arrive at the field. I then made my way to the field. As I approached the field, I saw Sanai gathering the equipment in one spot. I'm assuming it's for the convenience of getting things to the equipment shed a lot faster and in a timely manner. As I saw Sanai walking back from the equipment shed, I waved to her in indication that I was ready to help.
It's about time.
What do you mean it's about time? It's not like you were waiting an hour or something.
Yeah, I know. Come on, let's get started then.
This brings back memories. Back then, I used to help Sanai with cleaning up the field after practice. Sometimes the other members would help as well, but it was usually us two doing the work. Because of that, we grew closer and became good friends. Although after the incident later that year, she slowly grew more distant from me until one day, we just stopped talking altogether. I don't blame her one bit. I would have recommended it, in fact. But I'm kinda happy that she finally started to talk to me again. It feels like she's slowly bringing some order back into my life. After a while, we both decided to make one last round trip by grabbing as much stuff as we could carry. It wasn't too heavy, to be completely honest. We finally reached the storage shed. I carelessly threw the stuff at the corner of the storage shed, where all the other equipment was laying.
Hey, careful with that!
What? It's not like it's made from glass. It's fine, don't worry. Besides, I would always throw the equipment like this when I was still part of the team.
That explains why we had to keep buying new equipment. You're such an asshole.
Just a little. Man, those were the days.
Why don't you try rejoining the team?
Are you kidding me? There's no way they'll let me rejoin the team after such a bad rep.
What if I could persuade them to let you join again?
I don't know.
I'm not going to force you, but please think about it. I know that you loved being part of the team. I just want to see you happy again.
Okay then. I'll think about it.
Still, I can't believe how you would punch someone in the face. Why do you always act so carelessly, Yuji?
What do you mean?
For all the time we've known each other, you'd always carelessly act on your own without thinking about the consequences.
No way, I always think about the consequences.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
If that were true, you would have already known about the consequences of punching someone in the face.
Yeah, I was fully aware.
Yuji, you idiot.
Look, I just couldn't... What? Huh?
Oh no.
And just like that, we got trapped inside the equipment shed. I guess somebody thought that someone left the doors open and decided to close them. But at the very least, they could have checked to see if anyone was inside. Now we're stuck in here, for who knows how long. The only way I could figure out how to get out of here is by yelling and banging on the shed doors from the inside. It would be pretty convenient if I had my cell phone on me, but... I left it in my locker before coming here.
Hello? Someone, please open up!
Forget it, Sanai.
What do you mean?
Face it, we're stuck in here. What's so funny?
This situation is kind of ironic.
How so?
You don't remember? Jeez, you're so hopeless. Back before we got to know each other, I remember I opened this same equipment shed after hearing someone yelling for help from the inside. As I opened the door, I asked myself, who is dumb enough to get themselves stuck inside? It turned out to be you, Yuji. And now, we're both stuck inside that same equipment shed.
Really? I don't remember that.
Probably because of how embarrassing it was.
Whatever.
Hey, could you do something for me?
Yeah? What's up?
Could you close your eyes?
What for?
Just do it, okay?
Fine. At first, I didn't think much of the situation, but after a second of having my eyes shut, I felt something soft and warm touching my lips. I opened my eyes to find that it was Sanai kissing me directly on the lips. I just couldn't believe it. Why is Sanai doing this? I couldn't think straight. My mind was blank, and the only thing that was echoing through my head was thoughts of disbelief. Sanai! Why did you... Shh. As I was about to ask her about what just happened, she gently pressed her index finger against my lips to keep me from talking any further. I complied and stayed silent.
Yuji, the thing is, I really, really like you. Remember that time when I almost got hit by a soccer ball? Yeah, that's when I fell for you. You protected me. And ever since that day, I just couldn't stop thinking about you, Yuji. You don't have to give me an answer immediately. Just don't take a year to respond, okay?
As I was about to respond to that witty remark, the locked shut door suddenly opened. Both me and Sanai both looked towards it with relief. For a second, I thought we were going to be stuck in here for the whole night. It turned out that one of Sanai's friends from class came looking for her and noticed the ruckus we were making inside the shed. She asked us how we ended up getting locked in, but the only response we could give her was that someone locked us in by accident. After explaining our situation, Sanai and her friend said farewell, and we went our separate ways. She grinned at me as she left without another word. On the other hand, I rushed quickly towards my locker to get my clothes to change. I realized that by the time I get home, it would already be dark out, so I tried to rush as fast as I could. After getting changed into my school uniform, I headed towards the gate to take my leave until suddenly, I saw Megami standing at the exit. Was she waiting for me? There's no way. Why would she wait on me like that? It makes no sense to me, but I guess the only way to answer my questions was to ask her directly. I slowly walked and approached Megami with some questions in mind. Megami, have you been waiting here for me?
Yes,
You could have just told me that you were going to wait for me, you know.
I guess.
Megami, what's wrong? Are you feeling okay?
Where were you?
Oh, about that, I was actually helping out Sanai with some stuff.
You seem happier than your usual self.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Sanai told me that I might be able to rejoin the soccer team.
Are you going to?
I was thinking about it on the way out, and I think I might actually take her up on the offer. This might be my only opportunity to remedy my bad reputation and get my school life back to normal.
No. You can't. You promised.
Sorry, did you say something, Megami?
You can't! If you do, they'll just betray you again! Can't you see it, Yuji? It's all an elaborate scheme set up by that slut, Sanae! That's right. It's all her fault. It's her fault that you're slipping away from me.
What are you talking about? Sanai would never do that. We've known each other since the day I first joined the soccer team.
If you leave, I'll be all alone.
Megami, why are you acting like I won't ever talk to you again? We're friends, remember?
Liar. Liar!
Megami. Then what will make you happy?
I want you to cut all ties with Sanae.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How could you say that? I can't do that. I can't just cut my ties with a friend. I thought you, out of all people, would be supportive of whatever decision I choose. Can't we all just be friends?
That's not possible.
But,
Shut up! This will protect you from...
from what? There's nothing to protect me from. Hell, I never even asked for protection.
It's for your own good.
For my own good? Are you kidding me? What would you know about my own good? You know what? Forget it. Sorry, Megami. But I think I need some space to think about this.
Yuji, please.
See ya. Without another word, I left Megami in a state of disbelief. I, on the other hand, was left with so many questions on my mind. Questions that could determine the outcome of my school life. I thought Megami, of all people, would have supported any decision I would have made. I guess that wasn't the case. Why is she so opposed to me being so close to Sanai? Friends should support each other, right? I just don't know what to do anymore. I should probably talk to Megami in person as soon as I can. If I tried texting her now, it would be kind of awkward. I just hope that she'll come around and understand the position I'm currently in. But that's all I could do. All I could do is hope.
How could this happen? My precious Yuji! My precious Yuji! My Yuji! Yuji! My... That bitch corrupted my Yuji. I've had it! No more. I was giving that slut a chance to back off. But now... It's time. It's time for her to pay.